What's up, everybody? How's it going? How's your day's been? Hope y'all having a good Wednesday. We're back with more Ace Attorney. What's up, Phoenix? How's it going? How have you been? Not much to say, honestly. Last time, I thought I was gonna finish the game, but this game is too dang long. But I hope we'll be able to finish it up today. Last stream, we confronted the ambassador of Alba. What's his name? Quercus. And we said that he was the one that killed Manny Cochin. He's the one that orchestrated this whole thing. We found out that the Yatagarasu, what's her name? Whatever you. We found out that she was the real Yatagarasu, but there was actually 3 people together that made the Yatagarasu. It was her, it was Detective Bad, and it was Kay's father. So the fact that Boom, and Boom together with the Yatagarasu, actually insane. Now we're saying this guy is the one who really killed people, and now we gotta figure out how to stick it to him. I can't believe it, sir. Extraterritoriality. Yeah, so basically, because this guy is an ambassador, even if we arrest him, the trial will happen in his home country, and he already has the courts in the palm of his hand, so nothing will basically happen to him. So we have to find a way to make it so that doesn't happen. I don't know how though. It's crazy. Yatagarasu is a 3-legged crow from Japanese mythology. Yeah, it's crazy because they mentioned that a bunch of times, like between the calling cards and just like what the Yatagarasu looks like, right? But I guess it never really clicked in my head that, oh, 3 legs, 3 people, working together. Still pretty cool though. Yes, and there's nothing we can really do about that. In the end, we didn't have enough authority to bring him to justice. I can't believe that even though we know he's the boss, we can't lay a finger on him. I know. I don't know how he's still here. Didn't he get shot in the leg? I feel like he should be in treatment for that. What's up, Ray? How's it going? How's your day been? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. So we back in the mines now, for real. If we don't wrap this game up today, I'm gonna be very upset. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, sorry to skip out on you, but I've got some business to take care of. Is it the bullet hole in your leg? I don't know how he's walking right now. If we can't even give an evil guy like him a slap on the wrist, then what the heck were laws created for? What good are they? If the law can't help us, then I'll go as the Yatagarasu and take care of this myself, bro. You're not doing nothing. Calm down. Don't you dare. Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry, that was a bit too harsh. I know how you feel, sir. We're trying to take on an ambassador after all. I'm going to play Tears of the Kingdom so I can sleep quickly. Whoa, how dare you. Tears of the Kingdom was a great game. Very fun, very cool. Should it have been a separate game? Not at all. It should have just been DLC, but you know Nintendo is. But what's up, Perso? How's it going? How's your day? Hopefully good Wednesday. And I'm doing okay. You know how Bad's first name is Tyrell? Tyrell Bad? Think about it. I don't even know his first name. They only called him Detective Bad in the Oh, what the heck? I did not notice that. I don't get it though. What's the play on words here? Or what's the reference there? Oh, Tyro Bad, the real bad. That's so silly. It's so in your face too. That's funny. And he was the real bad all along. And he did tell us earlier to get out of the theater. They can't keep getting away with this? Not for real. This is kind of their country, I guess. But I feel like I've been slapped across the face for just doing my job. What am I going to do? Should I retreat for now and formulate a better plan of attack? Hell no. If we leave now, we lose him forever. Come on, everyone. We can't give up yet. Okay. I want you to think about something for a sec. We've never let up for even a second, and as long as we don't stop investigating, we might find the rotten treasure hidden here. She's right. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. You're right, Kay. Very well, let us reopen the investigation and see what we can find. Come on, Kay. Right behind you. Okay, then, I'll go check out Babel a bit more, sir. And I have something that I need to investigate further in Albast. Was this picture here before, or am I tripping? Now then. Before I gather any more information, I should do a bit of housekeeping. Passion Flowers data erased from my organizer. Okay. Ambassador Alba seemed agitated over something. I wonder why. There are two special circumstances that surround that ambassador. First, the embassy itself has extraterritorial rights. If something happens on Albastian soil, we are unable to legally prosecute him. Cool, it sounds like the embassies are the perfect place to steal whatever you want. And murder the mass too. Run a smuggling operation, and make counterfeit bills, apparently. But I thought all the counterfeiting was done by Mr. Cochin in Babel. Yes, he apparently used the embassy's coupon printing press to do it. But it's the same story over there anyway. Babel also has extraterritorial rights. Which brings me to my next point. The ambassador has extraterritorial rights. Those rights are effective even in our own country. Really? No matter what happens, he can never be tried in our courts. He retains some very special rights indeed. Basically, no matter what wrongs he may commit, we can't bring him to trial here. So I guess we really don't stand a chance, do we? We might stand a chance if we can somehow nullify either of his special rights. Okay, but how do we do that? You know what? Maybe it's time to do some stuff because we did get some new things. I sense that there was something he doesn't want us to investigate. I mean, it's probably the counterfeiting, realistically, right? They don't go together? Is it these two then? But why would these two go together? Oh, you know what? Maybe the whole reason they had to move the thing, because the fact that it was in the statue was kind of crazy. Maybe because the room was renovated, they had to move stuff around, and that's why, you know, shit got more complicated than it needed to be. So maybe it is. We know that the counterfeit bills were printed using the embassy's press, but the necessary materials such as the Babelese ink and paper must have been hidden in a secure location. His original office, the other ambassador. But because it was getting renovated, they have to move all that shit to Manny Cochin's office instead. But what do you think would have happened if the renovation had begun? Yeah, imagine if they found, like, the freaking printing press and all that shit. It would have been crazy. Well, he probably had to find a better hiding place or get rid of it all. Right. So we can assume that the renovation was the cause of the plate in the bill's disposal. And the reason Mr. Cochin was killed as the ringleader of the smuggling operation, based on what we know, who do you think was the one with the most to gain? Quercus, of course. It's the one person who has been erasing all evidence of the smuggling operation. From both embassies, the co-conspirator who was mopping up Ambassador Alba. Ambassador Alba had a very strong motive to kill Manny Cochin. Okay. What's up, Justin? How's it going? How's your day? I hope you're having a good Wednesday. And yeah, we better finish this game today. Is that why he was agitated? Because he had a strong motive to kill? But even if he did, it doesn't matter because it still happened on Albast or Babel, the embassy sides, right? So wouldn't he still have that immunity because he has the quartz in the palm of his hands? I got Koleda today, so Yanagi, I blame you. If I say what I say, I'm banned for 10 years. Whoa, what was he gonna say? Look, Justin, it's okay. It happens to the best of us. Look, you got 20 whole days to, still get Yanagi. But how did he die if he was in the living room? That's a good question. What's up, Kyle? How's it going, man? Early poll, this ban is actually 28 days for some reason. Damn, that's long as hell. But you know what? That's a good thing, because that gives me enough time to either pull Yanagi as well, or lose the 50-50, and then I can have a guaranteed other character. The cause of Ambassador Alba's agitation, the raw and treasure we may find, and the motive for killing Mr. Kochin. Miss Yu said it herself that she didn't kill anyone tonight. If we were to take her words at face value, then the reason for the ambassador's nervousness could only be one thing. He didn't want us to discover the real circumstances under which Manny Kochin was killed. Okay, but what do you mean real circumstances? Because again, it doesn't matter what side of the embassy killed them all. He would still have that immunity, right? Then you mean Ambassador Alba's the real killer? Most likely. But I thought the two of them were friends. Maybe they were, but what if Mr. Kochin was the one who first betrayed their friendship? Oh, I get it. Wasn't Mr. Kochin pushing really hard for Mr. Polino? Oh, maybe. To be ambassador after the reunification? Yes, and that was the real reason why he wanted to steal Albast's Primary statue. So Mr. Kochin hired the Mask 2 to go steal it for him. But when the Ambassador Alba found out what he was up to, he killed Mr. Kochin. It's definitely a possibility at this point. Those two really were thinking of no one but themselves. But the question now is, how did he do it? Ambassador Alba was in Albast, but Mr. Kochin's body was discovered in Babel, right? Right, and that is what we must solve next. Ambassador Alba slammed his day one. Nah, everybody in this whole game is crazy, bro. You got this guy who's out here freaking making fake money and doing a bunch of bullshit, and this is basically his puppet trying to push him to be ambassador. But this guy and this guy used to work together, but this guy, instead of trying to make this guy become the ambassador, like I said, he was trying to make this puppet his ambassador so he could control it from the shadows. And this guy was like, fuck that shit, and then he killed him. And then he blamed it on, well, a bunch of people got blamed. At one point, she was the suspect. At one point, she was a suspect. At one point, he was a suspect. It's crazy out here. I wanted to check out this picture because I don't think this was here before. When is Larry not a suspect? That's a good point. Larry's stupid as hell. This was taken just before the two ambassadors gave their bouquets to the Steel Samurai. Bruh. Are we not gonna... No way, this guy hid a knife inside there. And I know it's the knife because it has the same thing missing. And didn't we pick it up too? Oh my god. This is some real like knife behind the back kind of shit. Wait, is it just my imagination? Or is there something in this picture that I've seen before? Nah, me and Edward are locked in. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. Now, we already know. This is crazy. It appears to be a bouquet of Persian Silamans and roses. Wow, you even know the exact species. I never would have figured you for an expert on flowers. It's all because of those flowers that old lady sends me every month. Just look at me, I sound like some sort of botanist. So, what exactly is this yellow flower here? That one I'm not sure. What? You don't know? As far as I can recall, I've never seen a flower like this before. But I feel as though I've seen this shape somewhere before. Come on, bro, lock in. We know exactly what that is. Is it somehow connected? Hell yeah! It's literally the knife.
Eureka!
Eureka! What's up, Safari? How's it going? How's your day been? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Babble's national symbol is the butterfly, and Albast is the flower. It would appear that someone is employing the old hide a tree in a forest trick. What are you mumbling to yourself about? Wait, what? The handle on this knife? Ah! Yes, it's the handle that was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochin. The weapon that killed him was carried through the Theatrum Neutralis, in the very bouquet Ambassador Alba was carrying. The flower motif. It looks like one of the flower petals is missing. Oh, and take a look at that weapon itself. It's missing the exact same petal. Then the knife in this photo is most definitely the same as the murder weapon. I believe we now understand why Ambassador Alba was so nervous and agitated. It must have something to do with where Mr. Cochin was killed. Okay, I feel like I've said this like 8 times already. It doesn't matter what side of the embassy he was killed on, right? Because he still has the territorial rights. A place where the Albastian ambassador was likely to meet the Babylese Mr. Cochin. The place where Ambassador Alba happened to have committed murder? I mean, if he had it in the bouquet, it was probably in the same place that the picture was taken, was it not?
Take that!
But what does that do for us? The only place that makes sense is here at the Theatrum Neutralis. What? Here? The Goodwill event was being held here today, correct? So the only place that the both of them would have been in is here. But if that's the case, then everything changes. This theater isn't actually... Oh... Does this count as, like, Japanese soil, I guess? So if he killed him here, then we'd be able to put him on trial here, I guess. And then he wouldn't be able to get away with it. So that wipes out one of those extraterritorial rights he has. It makes logical sense, in which case it's a reason for us to investigate further. So what should we check out? Let's see. I believe we should check the immigration records for both Albast and Babble's post-haste. Babble's records should be easy to obtain, however the problem will be Albast. I wonder if they would allow us to see their records despite the order to vacate.
Objection!
Oh, did she grab it already? Please tell me she did. I'm already one step ahead of you. Miles Edgeworth. Francisca. I have here the security footage from both Albast and Babble. W. You would do well to take a look at its contents. Okay. You move fast. Von Karma strives to be perfect in every way. It's not in my nature to keep on retreating like this. I took the liberty of looking over the Babble investigation reports as well. From now on, you will make no excuse to back down or say that we can't solve this case. Ugh, sorry about earlier. We won't be beaten. Because my cute little subordinate is going to try his very best, isn't he? Hasn't she patronized me enough already for a lifetime? So this video contains footage from Albast's immigration screening area. I really hope there's something in here that we can use. Okay. 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 Which minute's footage should we examine? So the first was an empty lobby. The second was just the quirk as well. I mean, it's gotta be this, bro. No, okay, look. There's no way we see a random ass barrel and there's not gonna be somebody hiding under it, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if the body was under here. On top of which, didn't Larry lose the baby? And he didn't have the barrel afterwards either. So for all, if the baby's missing, the barrel's missing, there's something in the barrel, surely. Doesn't something about this lump shape strike you as odd? Huh? Isn't it supposed to be this shape? No, there is clearly something odd about the bulge. If only we had the pushcart itself, we could compare and confirm my hunch. Okay. Next, let us check the footage from Babble's security camera. I hope it shows us something good. Phooey, there wasn't a single sign of a suspicious person or anything. That right there is a contradiction. Huh? Did I miss something? You didn't miss anything, because there was nothing to miss. However, what is missing is the image of Mr. Kocha entering his own country. But wasn't his body found in Babel? It would appear that the true face of our final puzzle has finally revealed itself. What? Oh shit, he pulled back up. It's crazy how before he was a hunched over old man, and then he freaking stood up straight, his beard got longer, he got a freaking fade on the side of his head. Had to show off the medals and everything. Oh, he brought the freaking Boydum. Oh shit. Ambassador Alba. I thought I asked for you and your group to vacate the premises, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I thought I should let you know that this cedar sits on my country's soil. Oh, you should shut up, bro. I can do whatever I want here. You've had your fun, and I've enjoyed our little game. I dare say that you even achieved a new high score. However, once you've recorded a score, that same game can never be replayed again. What the heck kind of games is he playing, bro? This guy ain't never tried to run back a game before? That's what y'all can look like with good posture. If I sit up straight, I'll grow a nice beard, I'll get a nice fade and taper on the back and side of my head, I'll get some medals and you know, a nice ribbon. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your game is done, and it's game over. No!
Objection!
Where do you think you're going at this time of night? After admitting to my crime, I was overcome with regret. So I'm heading to the airport now to return home. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. There are still too many issues we need to discuss with you. You can't stop me, Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it. Urgh. Hold it! Oh shit! Please, may I have a little bit of your time, Ambassador Alba? Ambassador Polino? Even just a teeny tiny bit is fine with me. The already strained relationships. Nah, look how we. I'll never get used to him randomly locking in. The already strained relationship between our countries is in a precarious situation, you know? Very well. If you insist, I will play just one more round with them and see what they want. Not that they'll get any farther. Ambassador Polino, Mr. Edgeworth, all I wish is for the normalization of relationships between our two countries. But there's one person standing in the way of that dream. I believe in you. You'll do what's right. Thank you for your vote of confidence. Okay, Polino, a real one. Now then, what is it you wanted to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch after all. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to limit you to just one question. That's more than enough because I only have one question anyway. I want to hear your alibi about how you couldn't have killed Mr. Manny Kochin. Oh, I see. You seem to have a good hand this time around. This should be fun. This really is the very last chance we have to bring him down. I won't allow even an atom-sized contradiction to slip by. Whew. Frankly, I still don't understand why I'm being placed under suspicion here. Under your hypothetical scenario, Mr. Kochin and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to the point, I was in Albaz the whole time. So it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babel. That's my alibi. So this is your alibi. That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed a crime in Babel. Now that we cleared that up, I'd appreciate if you would move out of my way.
Hold it!
I said hold it. What is it this time? I thought I told you. I'd only allow one question. You did, but you still get to really answer my one question. What? Until you tell us the truth, I will refuse to budge an inch from where I'm standing. Very well. I'll play with you just a little longer. Miles Edgeworth, as my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors. You are forbidden to lose. Of course. That is something I've understood from the start. That guy's the one who ordered my father killed, isn't he? Yes, I believe so. The goal of the first Yatagarasu was the capture of the smuggling ring's leader, my father and Uncle Bad. Their legacy will live on, through me. So that's why we've just gotta catch him, okay? We will, I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have at the truth now, shall we? No matter how many times you ask, my answer remains the same. Alright, buddy, we're about to blow your head off. Shut up. Under your hypothetical scenario, Mr. Koch and I were fellow smugglers.
Hold it!
But that gives you a motive, doesn't it? It's not a hypothesis. Earlier, we proved it to be what happened. Well, let's leave that one to the side for now, because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. Oh, is that so? Oh, so you really had no reason to kill Mr. Kochin? If you want to suppose I had one, then why not? I'll indulge you. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even if that's how you see things, I'd appreciate it if you would take me seriously. I'm sorry, I suppose you are in a bit of a pickle. Very well, a game is no fun if the playing field isn't level. Therefore, I formally claim that I had no motive to kill. Now, let's see you disprove it. How can he stand there looking proud when he knows he killed another human being? Well, I'm not going to stand by and just watch him get away with his crimes. What motive would I have? Yeah, you're done for. It's gotta be because of this, right? Because if he if he found out that they were trying to steal the statue, he can pin everything on that guy and then become the leader of Kodopia again, and then it'd be GG. He can do whatever he wants at that point.
Objection!
If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill. It was because Mr. Kochin had betrayed you. But you had your own reason too, namely you wanted to pin the smuggling all on him. Evil begets evil, and because you were trying to test each other, it turned out into this mess.
Objection!
I don't believe this. You have a bad penchant for telling tall tales, Mr. Prosecutor. And if you're not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument. I never use guesswork in moving my cases forward. It has been proven that this note was written by Mr. Kochin's hand. Shall we take a look? Shall we take a look at it? The content of the note is a request calling for the theft of Albas's Prometheus statue. By killing him and pushing all of the guilt for the smuggling onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. You had more than a few reasons to kill him.
Objection!
Oh, I don't like that. You went objection. Are you finished with your hypothesizing? Excuse me? Let's suppose I did have a motive. Even so, a motive or a thought alone can't kill. Isn't that right? I didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle will begin. Now then, if you'll excuse me... Wait, what? I told you at the very beginning, didn't I? You only get one question. Arg! Ambassador Alba, if you could please give us just a little bit more of your time. It doesn't matter what kind of man he was my subordinate. Which is why I would like for us to figure out the real cause of his death. That is something for Babel to figure out. It's something to which I have no relation to. Ah! Now he's even turning down a request from Ambassador Polino? I'm very sorry, but it seems that now even my voice falls on deaf ears. There's no need for you to apologize, Ambassador Polino. We must find some way to stop him from leaving. It seems there are no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return home. Hold it! Hold it right there, Ambassador Alba. What is she gonna do? Kay? Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the Yatagarasu's legacy will live on through me. Yes, but how do you suggest we stop him from leaving? You just leave that to me. Ambassador Alba, do you recognize this? No. And why should I recognize that tattered old organizer? Wait, where have I seen that before? That is a clue my father, Bern Ferrate, left for us. Did you say Bern Ferrate? Mr. Ferrate's organizer? Don't tell me this is the one from the second KGA incident. The one in which he wrote about the Yatagarasu's key. Yes, this organizer belonged to the prosecutor you had Miss Yu kill 7 years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. You say that like it was related to me. Inside this organizer, he wrote up every detail of every evil thing you did. What an amusing little girl you are. But that sort of trickery won't work on me. If you won't believe me, then take a look at this. And what is that toy there? This thievery device was used by the Yatagarasu, or rather, my father. Bro, why does she have the cool ass wind effect when nobody else is getting that? 7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into the embassy. Bro, what the hell's happening with my mice? What the heck? Or my mouse? Mice is plural. There's only one mouse. There we go. What? These two pieces of evidence that hold information, the Yatagarasu dug up on you. If you go home now, won't hesitate to send it all to Albaz right behind you. Little girl, get to your point. I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. If you win, I'll hand over these two pieces of evidence. Yatagarasu, ever the thorn in my side. Kay's like that? Kay, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings? It's nothing case-breaking, really. Ah, then it was just a bluff. Even if it was, we still can't let all that info that my father and Uncle Bad found go to waste. Plus, just the existence of Little Thief is troublesome enough for him. Those two pieces, aren't they keepsakes of your father? It's okay. I believe in Mr. Edgeworth. He'll come out on top in the end. Okay? When the going gets tough, someone's gotta be there to put the wind back in your sails. After all this time, you're still quite the feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. I refuse to lose this too. Ambassador Alba, you won't be returning home until you give us further testimony. How dare you all? Barring a person like me? Ambassador Alba, your testimony if you please. Gurk. Alright, but this is the absolute last. Then, even if you use all the power of Ambassador Polito's office, you won't stop me. I can't let this opportunity Kay has created for me to go to waste. The last time I met with Mr. Cochin was here at the Theatrum Neutralis. Yeah, you already cooked. No way you just admitted to it, because we know you had the freaking knife in the bouquet. After that, I was in Albast the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Cochin again after that. So you see, there's no time span in which I could have killed him. Bruh, you're done for. Even this statement, we could easily slap it on you. You're dumb. Now, since you people were practically begging, I'll allow you to question me. What an arrogant old man. Yes, but no matter. We can't allow this chance to escape us. I will warn you though, you've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any inane questions and you will be punished. So, any need is pressing or presenting will hurt our case. In that case, the only thing you can do is to present the correct evidence. Understood? Of course. I don't intend to let him intimidate me. I know Mr. Cochin was killed before he returned to Babel. In which case, there's only one statement to which I need to present the evidence. I guess there's technically. Exactly, and you know what you had when you were there? You had a knife.
Objection!
I'd like you to take a look at this picture. Look at this photograph. It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? It was to commemorate the restoration of relations between our nations. Oh, it's commemorative, all right. One that captures the proof I need to show that it was you who committed the murder. Come again? This is the knife that killed Mr. Cochin. Oh shit. I see you recognize it. As well you should, for it was you who brought it to this theater. You hid it among the flowers you were to give to Steel Samurai, meaning that you killed Manny Cochin here at the theater. Grrr. Gwahahaha. It's time for me to catch my flight, huh?
Objection!
We're not through yet. It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I thank you for the entertainment. Oh. No matter how passionately you orate, the end result will be the same. I won't be returning to this country ever again. That's right. This man is an ambassador and he has extraterritorial rights. No matter how hard we chase after him, we won't be able to have him tried in court. Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making. The face of a oh, I thought he was about to say something crazier. The face of a worthless cur. No. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell. Damn. I thought he was gonna say cunt. I was about to be like, whoa. A little too much there. The courts, is there no one who can lay a finger on this man? Is this really the end? Hey! Hey! Hold on! Nah, this is clean. He pulled up. The goons behind him. The freaking the light coming from the back. This is kind of tough. Agent Lang! Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Prosecutor. Ha! Get out of my way! My plane is scheduled to take off soon. Sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr. Alba. I'm through playing games with you people. You can't touch me. If you do, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang. Sorry, but no, it wouldn't. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Good job holding the fort down until I got back. So, Mr. Alba, your diplomatic immunity has just been revoked? What do you mean, revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through.
Not so fast.
Lang Zi says before aiming for the throat, chew the neck shield off first. Interpol headquarters in the Imperial Household of the Kingdom of Albast. Took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it. The Imperial Household? What have you done? You've been relieved of your duties as an ambassador? Mr. Alba. What? Effective today, effective right now. And you have Mr. Prosecutor's videotape to thank for that, for this. The video the Atagarasu protected. You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador. In that case, I thought I'd strip you of that title. You underestimated me, a descendant of the founder of the detainment philosophy, Lang Zi. 4,000 years of deeply entrenched connections and networks around the world have really paid off. He turned back into an old man. I can't be. I don't believe this. My ambassadorship has been revoked. Looks like you're finally coming to grips with your new standing. Right? He turned the good posture back into the bad posture. He lost his fade. Don't got the medals anymore. It's over. He's hunched over. He's cooked. Woohoo! Looks like he turned docile again. He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield. What a shame. I had so wanted to use my whip on him. Okay, calm down. Why is this happening to me? I'm just a hardworking, honest ambassador.
Not so fast.
Lang told him side back. Do you really think you can still pull that on us now? We've already ripped away the mask and seen you for who you really are, Mr. Alba. Ah! He locked back in. Objection. No, I won't be stopped now. He still intends to fight us? So what if I'm no longer an ambassador? You still don't have any evidence on me. The fact remains that you cannot arrest me. Heh, I'd expect no less from you, the boss of a smuggling ring. Well, the rest is up to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Understood. You say that I killed Mr. Cochin in the theater? But even if it's true that there was a knife in my bouquet, I left the bouquet in the theater. So anyone could have taken it out from there and used it, right? Besides, the claim that he was killed here itself is odd. After all, wasn't his body discovered in Babel? Are you claiming that I carried his body all the way over here? Preposterous.
Objection!
I'll be the one to prove whether it's preposterous or not. Gurk? Ex-Ambassador Alba, that's crazy. Are you ready? Because this is no game. This is war. He locked it? Yeah, he really did. Alright. I killed Mr. Cochin in this theater using a knife that was stuck in my bouquet. I left that bouquet in the theater. Anyone could have taken the knife from there. Besides, Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babel, right? There is no way for me to have transported his body from the theater to Babel. Shut the hell up, you played yourself. Look, don't you think you've had enough fun with me? You've already stolen my ambassadorship from me. Would you have me surrender too?
Not so fast.
You have no plans to even return to this country, isn't that right? Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you? As if I care. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, boot this guy at the embassy and we can finally end everything. I know, and I will give it my all to see that he leaves in handcuffs. Without the title of ambassador, he's just another witness. Yes, just another witness. Oh, right, what are we waiting for? Let's get this guy. And get him good. I wonder if they understand that all I can do is present evidence to the testimony. He's like, brother, hype me up too much. I already know what to do, though. I already know what to do, bro. Shut. This guy talks crazy. Yeah, right here. You say that, but I promise you, his body's in his wheelbarrow. I promise you this.
Objection.
Actually, I do believe there's a way to transport the body out of the theater. Perhaps you should give this a look. What is that supposed to be? It's footage from a security camera that captured the state of the immigration area. Should I congratulate you on getting your hands on it? You know what? I gotta respect it, because even in the face of all this, he's like, do I give a fuck? Just letting you know that we're not the only ones watching your every movement. Thank you for the warning. Now, if you could take a good look at this section here. This lump here inside the pushcart. Do you know what's causing it? Should I? Because I don't. In that case, allow me to enlighten you. This is the cause of the unnatural lump under the cloth in the pushcart. Well, yeah, it was him.
Take that.
What is the meaning of showing me that? It is to say that the unnatural bulge in the pushcart is Mr. Kochin's body. You had the steel samurai wheel his body away from the real crime scene. What a guess. But I wonder if you have any evidence to support this. I admit that for now it's but a hypothesis, however. If you can't prove it, then I'm afraid I must be on my way. I don't have any more time to play with you people. Hold it. He has it, yo! Aw, man, Gumshoe, you're like the dumbest person in this game, but you really come in clutch when you need to. Sorry I took so long, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Gummy! Detective Gumshoe. Is that the Steel Samurai's pushcart? Yes, sir. I found it in the open air stage area. So that's where you went. The detective spirit that Pops left with me. I thought I'd follow my gut and go with it, sir. So, Mr. Edgeworth, is this worth anything to the case? Hell yeah, it is. What the hell? The frick? Yes. It just might play a major role in solving this case, detective. But something isn't right. I thought that the entire samurai family was in Albast. Where exactly in the in the open air stage area did you find this pushcart? I found it just lying there at the edge of the stage, sir. Oh. Well, let's leave that for now and examine the inside, detective. Yes, sir. Okay, everything looks chill, normal. Oh, it's blood, I see. It's blood. This must be Mr. Kochin's blood, which only goes to prove that Mr. Kochin's body was indeed transported by this pushcart. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Kochin at this theater and then placed his body inside the pushcart. And then you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. Objection. I forced him to move the body into Albast. What nonsense. Why would I bother to do such a thing?
Objection!
You were scheduled to make a speech in Albast, meaning it was difficult for you to make a stop in Babel. However, what if you moved the body to Albast? Because if it was your embassy, you could keep an eye on it and tamper with the evidence. And then you smuggled it out of Albast. No! If I can show how you moved the body from Albast to Babel, then I win. But you can't. The security between the two countries is incredibly tight. I'll be the one to judge whether I can or can't prove it, whether I can or cannot prove it. And so I asked you to provide us with this testimony regarding your movements after you return to Albast. Grrr. Miles Edgeworth, have you figured it out? Do you know how the body was moved? To be honest, I have nothing to support my hypothesis at this time. However, I don't believe I made a mistake in my logic up to this point, which means there's no question that can't be answered, right? The Prime statue was smuggled successfully through a brief flight through the air. So why shouldn't there be an answer to how the body was moved? Which means that there must be a logic flaw somewhere I can exploit. Alright. After I returned to Albast, I had my picture taken with the Steel Samurai. That sounds about right. Shaking hands. Then, just as I was about to start my speech, the Yatagarasu appeared. I feared for the national treasure, so I raced back to my office. I'm not gonna lie, there's not much we can really present here. I guess we just press him and see what happens. Is that all? Yes, that's all.
Objection!
It looks like you left out a few things, such as the murder of Damask II. Furthermore, you left out the part about meeting with me in your office. Those trifling matters. I don't believe I need to speak of those things again. I do so hate to waste time. What? Is not every life precious? Do you really need me to answer that for you?
Objection!
People like you cannot be allowed to wander freely through society. Then you better try hard, because I doubt you'll find a single contradiction. He's really full of himself, isn't he? Yes, he is. How can he be so confident at a time like this? Come, don't be shy. Go ahead and ask whatever you'd like. Yeah, we might be cooked here, I'm not gonna lie. Fuck Paul Heyman? Oh goodness, fuck Paul Heyman. Press.
Hold it!
So why was it only with the Steel Samurai? I thought the Pink Princess was also around. The Pink Princess was suffering from a bad hip at the time, and the doctors recommended that she rest. That is true. Damn. Wow, so you do have a soft side after all. The pain of a bad hip. I suppose none of you can really understand how it feels. Damn. So he was really like, you know what? I know what it feels like to have a bad hip. I'm gonna let her chill. Is that compassion? Oh, so you tend to strain your back as well, huh? But isn't that just because you're normally all hunched over? He did need to keep up the act no matter what, I suppose. The point of this is not to discuss my back problems. For about 50 minutes after our handshake, I was in my office preparing for the speech.
Hold it!
That Yatagarasu was just a trick that you had set up. Ha ha ha, a most amusing joke. And how do you propose that I set it up? If you really want to know, I can explain it in detail for you. You arranged the spotlights in the Rose Garden so that when you were to take the stage, the audience would see the Yatagarasu's shadow. Oh, that's an interesting tale. Sadly, it has nothing to do with me. What's it going to take for you to fess up to anything? Oh, very well. Then let's move on to a different question. After the Yatagarasu appeared, what was the state of the Rose Garden? Everyone took refuge inside the embassy. I even helped with the effort. And then once everyone was set inside, well, I feared for the nation. Oh my god.
Hold it!
And what happened after you returned to your office? I don't want to keep on repeating this. However, upon my return, I had that stroke of bad luck and bumped into Masked Man.
Objection!
And I don't want to keep on repeating this either. But his name was Damask too. Who cares what he was called? By the time he got to the Prime statue that he was supposed to steal, it had already been swapped for the fake. Talk about an unlucky man being bludgeoned to death by a fake statue. God damn! Miss Von Karma is really letting her whip fly now. Eek! I think the scary part is her silence while she's doing it. She must be at the limit of her patience as well. But physical attacks are meaningless here. Only evidence will suffice. Alba just looked guilty. Yes, I'm profiling. Damn. What's up, man? How's it going? How's your day been? Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Gurk. I can't find a single flaw in his argument. At this rate, I won't be able to prove that he's actually guilty of anything. Are we finished here? Miles Edgeworth, can you not come up with how the body was moved to Babel? Sir! Mr. Edgeworth! Even after proving so much, is he going to get away with it? No. Is this the end? No way we fold here. Something's gotta happen. Hold it! Yeah! It appears that we made it just in time. The Steel Samurai, the Pink Princess, and their baby. It would be a great honor if you would allow us to be your allies in battle. Evil Magistrate, it is time for you to pay. It's the Steel Samurai! No, you are mistaken, for I am Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of New Old Tokyo. And this Pink Princess, this is Pink Princess Mommy. Edgy Poo. The two people that I wanted to see the least. Larry, what are you two doing here? Way to show your gratitude, Edgy. We just wanted to help. Yeesh. I'm gonna get the bad guy with a single thrust of my samurai spear. Go away! He said, get out of here! That's his favorite character? Larry? I hate that guy. Unless you're talking about Wendy, in which case I also don't like her. Bad personality. How can you be so mean to us, Edgy Poo? All three of us came to lend a hand, and this is how you treat us? Well, isn't this grand? And I see they managed to find the Iron Infant. Does that really matter right now? Hey! Is it just me, or is the Iron Infant completely soaked? Oh, bruh, it's crazy, because now that I see that the kid is, like, soaking wet, I really clocked it all together. Remember how they said how that pool in the yard, the garden, the fountain, they said the fountain's also used to take out fires, right? And that the fountain on this side is connected to whatever water source is on the other side, because the fountain here is in Albaz, but it lowered to when they were taking out the fire in Babel, which means he probably dumped the whole carton here, started the fire so that the water would be used on that side, it would lower and then go down. And we also saw Larry swimming through here, which means this isn't like just a well with something at the bottom, it's definitely connected. So 100%, body got tossed in here, water level went down because of the fires, they were using the water to take the fire out. The body floated over back to Babel, and I don't know who, but somebody threw the body in the guy's office. But the thing is, I don't think, was his dead body wet? I don't know, I can't tell, because this is all, like, ash and stuff. Unless the fire is, like, you know, had enough heat to dry them off. But that's what I'm thinking now. Oh, yeah! I found him in Babel, but he was in the middle of the pool. Wait a second. Larry, go back to what you just said. Huh? Oh, it appears that we made it. Not that far back. Something about finding the Iron Infant in Babel. And he found it in a pool? I don't recall there being one in Babel. Oh, that. Well, I was in Albast the whole time, so I have no idea how the Iron Infant wound up in Babel. I thought I had lost him in the Rose Garden, but I guess maybe this cute kid can swim, huh? Wait, what? Larry, you lost the Iron Infant in the Rose Garden? Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure, but I found him in... That's enough, Larry. The Iron Infant that Larry lost managed to move between the two countries. Furthermore, the Iron Infant was found soaked in the middle of a pool. This is what I've been looking for. It's another smuggling route between the countries. The key to the route the Iron Infant took to travel from Albast to Babel is... It's the because there used to be one embassy, and I guess whatever's on one side is on the other. That's why the rooms are the same with the whole fireplace. It's the bilateral symmetry. Ah, that's right. This embassy was built with bilateral symmetry in mind. Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir? There is a location I wish for you to examine post-haste. It is where I believe the route used to smuggle Mr. Cochinbody's lies. Does something like that really exist, sir? An embassy built on a bilateral system, meaning that this is where we need to examine. I mean, it's literally right here, assuming that there's another pool there.
Take that!
Yes, sir. I'll be back before you know it. It's too late. It doesn't matter now what you do. It's all a waste of time. You will stay here with us and wait. Beep, 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 beep. This is Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, it's here, sir. This is, there is a reservoir here just like in the Rose Garden. Just as I suspected. What is it? The two sides of this embassy are mirror images of each other, which means that there is a pool at the corresponding location on the Babelese side. Mr. Coach's body was moved into Babel through the pool in Albast. Avoid the topic with a vague answer like that is unbecoming of a prosecutor. If you don't mind, I'd like to see more physical proof if you have any. The Iron Infant is positively soaked in water. Why do you think that is? It's because he was fished out of a pool, and not just any pool, it was the Babelese one. I think it's pretty obvious at this point what must be true. Yeah, they have to be connected, because Larry was swimming between them. The water reservoir and the two courtyards are connected. Objection! And where is your proof for that the two sides are connected?
Objection!
The fires. The proof is right there before your eyes. The half-drowned Iron Infant. What? This blasted doll. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back. Hey, don't tell me you guys figured everything out without me. We did, thanks to this hero of justice's son. Even if he is just a doll, he managed to help foil the villain. It appears we made it just in time for the 7th time. They can't keep adding twists, they can't keep getting away with it. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, look. I don't want to say this, but it's kind of unlikely that that body just happened to have passed through to Babel. This guy's a doll and he's small, so I can't believe it made it, but he has a point. Yes, that's right. I'm glad someone here understands. Mr. Edgeworth, are you going to next propose that a dead body can swim through a pipe? You see, Mr. Prosecutor, our chase after this man is far from over. Agent Lang. Why is he helping Mr. Alba out now? He's not. He realized a flaw in my argument and is helping to move the logic along. In which case, I should return the favor and find an answer. And another thing, Mr. Coach's body was found in his office in Babel. Yeah, that's what I don't know about. So what happened to his body after it was transported to the open air stage? Came back from the advertisement. Oh, welcome back from the ads. Mr. Alba had an accomplice in Babel, remember? You mean Sheena, right? With her there, you can see how it was possible to move the body up to the office. Are you seriously claiming that she swam through the connecting pipe with the body? He's right, Miss Sheena would drown if she did that. It's hard to imagine that she swam through the connecting pipes. It looks like your hypothesis about how the body was moved is still only half-baked. In the end, it's all just the befuddled musings of an accusatory man. Now then, I believe you should give up and allow me passage, because from the start there was no feasible method of transporting the body. What? Mr. Prosecutor, recall Sheena's movements. What was happening in the embassy around the time that Sheena was in Babel? Bro, the fires! If there was only a way to get rid of the water in the pool. Get rid of the water? Aha, that's it. Now I believe this time we really are done, right? Ooh. Unfortunately for you, it's far from over, Mr. Alba. You are a most persistent man. Are you saying that you've thought of a way to move the body through the water? Move the body through the water? That is completely unrelated to how it was done. Excuse me? The reason I say that is because there wasn't any water there at the time. What do you mean there wasn't any water? Just what it sounds like. Tonight's events made it possible to drain the water, allowing the body to be moved. We have anything on the fires? Yeah, the fires.
Take that!
Tonight, the Atagarasu set fire to a variety of locations in the Babelese embassy. In order to put the fires out, much of the reservoir's water was used. Of course, when the water was used, the reservoir's water level went down. If enough water was drained, the connecting pipe could be used to traverse the border. So what? The water level went down, the reservoirs were connected. Does any of this matter? You can't prove any of this. Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. We both know what kind of situation we're in right now. Even in a game, there comes a critical game-changing moment. A moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game. I haven't lost yet. I found the route used to smuggle the body, and that route will lead to your defeat. Even if all the water was used by the firefighting effort, you still can't really call it a smuggling route. I know that. I should have figured that you would have noticed. Hey, Mr. Alba, how deep are the pools anyway? I'll have you know those pools are extremely deep, and there are no ladders or footholds along the walls either. It would be difficult for Sheena to hold the body and climb up out of the pool. Ladders or footholds along the walls? There was no need for such things. What do you mean? If one were to use a certain something, they could go up or down in the pool at will. Oh? It looks like you've got an answer already. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Prosecutor? Enlighten us already. I don't freaking know. The way in which Sheena and the body were able to rise up to the ground level, if there was a way to control the water level, that could be the way the body was moved. This was used so that the body of Sheena could move up and down the pool. Do we have anything like that? I don't think we do. Oh, these auto refill. Okay, yeah, it's these then, bro. Come on. Mr. Alba used the fountain spouts in a matter of speaking. He used the fountain spouts? How so? The water level in the pools can be controlled by opening and closing the spouts. Machina and the body were lifted upward by their buoyancy in water. The fire on the Babyliss side and the firefighting effort, these were set in motion, all for the sake of smuggling Mr. Cochin's body. Shall I show you where the final destination of my train of logic leads? First, Mr. Alba closed the fountain spouts in advance in preparation of things to come. Then he took the pushcart that was brought to the Rose Garden. Yeah, final destination, that's the... and it pushed it along with the Iron Infant and Mr. Cochin's body into the pool. At this time, Machina was busy conveniently starting the first fire in Babel. She then made it for the open-air stage pool to wait for the firefighting effort to begin. When the firefighters used the water in the pool, the water level went down. And by the time the fire was put out, the pipe between the pools was exposed. This is when she pushed the car from Albassa to Babel. Once that was accomplished, Mr. Alba simply opened the fountain spouts once more. And the water levels rose up to its original level along with Machina and the body. After that, Machina used the pushcart to carry the body up to the Secretariat's office. There is an elevator in the embassy after all, so you see, even with her small frame, she could have easily transported Mr. Cochin's body. And that wraps up my thorough explanation of how the body was moved. Ooh. Well, ex-Ambassador Alba, what do you think? Not so untouchable without your precious extraterritorial rights to protect you, are you? I knew you could do it, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to fight back.
Objection!
Objection! You accuse me of moving the body across country lines, but when you get down to the nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict me. The nitty-gritty? What does that old man want now? Proof, I believe, is what he seeks. Yes, proof. Without any, who is to say whether or not any of what you said really happened? He wants proof? What are we gonna do, Mr. Edgeworth? There's no need to worry. I've had all the proof we need all along. The body wasn't the only thing to go through the pool's connecting pipe tonight. Just as Detective Gumshoe found the pushcart in the open-air stage area, so too did I find one other item there. And that piece of evidence is what will prove that the pools were the smuggling room. This was another thing that was smuggled over to Babel's open-air stage? I don't freaking know. Oh, it was this. They thought it was a guitar pick, but it was part of the knife. Okay.
Take that!
And what exactly is this? You have no idea, do you? This little piece that I found on the Babyliss side will be your undoing. A guitar pick? Would you care to explain how is that going to do me in, as it were? Much to your charging, perhaps, but this is not a guitar pick. What? This is something I found at the open-air stage, which was transported with the body. I naturally assumed that you would recognize it since you took a photo with it after all, but since you don't, allow me to show you what this fragment from the stage area belongs to, the knife.
Take that!
Let us take a good look at the murder weapon that was used to kill Manny Cochin. On the handle of this knife, there is a beautiful blooming flower. However, it would appear that it's missing a single petal. Now, let's see what happens when we try to fit this pick into that open spot. Ooh, it's a perfect fit. I assume that the petal must have fallen off the flower during Mr. Cochin's murder. And then it was accidentally placed into the pushcart along with Mr. Cochin's body. That's an interesting story, nothing more. Oh, I assure you it's more than just a story. Because for some odd reason, this flower petal was wet when I found it. It was wet, you say? Yeah, and the only place it could have gotten wet from is the open-air stage's pool. Now I ask you, how did the part of the weapon, which was smuggled into the theater, wind up in the open air stage area on the babbly side of the embassy. I don't think I need to waste any words explaining this, as this pedal explains it all for me. It proves that someone went from the Rose Garden's pool on through into the Babble. What's the green bar on the top left? It's basically your health bar. Like, if you mess up too many times, it keeps depleting, and then you lose the case. Impossible! The people of Zangfa have been waiting to see you, face to face, Mr. Alba. I'll tell everyone back home we'll be there soon. You should be happy. Why? Why? It's a little late to ask. It's a little late to be asking that question. You should have known from the very beginning, when you took your first life. No matter how you may plot or how you may try to cover it all up, you can never hide from your crime and what you've done, because we're here to see to it that justice is served to people like you. You can't call what you've given a perfect argument. Huh? You know, I don't think this guy is going to ever admit to his wrongdoings, because he values himself above all else. People who can't be negotiated with are people who refuse to admit when they've lost. I don't believe those kind of people really exist, because everyone breaks eventually. You're right. In that case, I have no choice but to use all of the evidence I have. I'll use it all until he breaks under the weight of his crimes. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. This really will be the end of the line. What do you mean to be continued, bro? We could just finish it there. Oh my god. I promise there would have been like one testimony, two testimonies tops. What the heck did we need to have another part for? Bro, finish it up. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. As if there's anything else for me to testify about. I still have yet to fully prove that it was Mr. Alba who murdered Mr. Kochin. Well, I would like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. I wonder if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatrum Neutralis. Very well, I suppose I could tell you about that. Hehehe. Because about all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage show. Elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. Another cliffhanger, right? That's crazy. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location of where the murder took place, for that is the key to this investigation. I watched from the last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. I swear I was there in the audience, but it's hard to prove that, I suppose. I do remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you? Those moving scenes were seared into this old man's heart. I'll never forget them. Okay. So you were in the theater proper, watching the Steel Samurai stage show, were you? Of course I was. I have a great fondness for the Steel Samurai. Heh. Yeah, I was pretty cool up there, wasn't I? You're not the one who was cool. It's the Steel Samurai who's cool. Yeah, and the Steel Samurai's special finishing move today was really something, huh? Hey, Edgy, who is she? Who is this super cute girl? What the hell, bruh? That's a kid, Larry. That's a child. 17? How old is Larry? Yeah, lock him up. Yeah, you have well, it depends. You have multiple chances, but there's some, like, scenarios, like, there's some points in the game where it's a one-hit kill, where if you mess up once, it's automatic loss. Throw Lady in prison too, 100%. Freaky-ass weirdo. She's been standing here this whole time, and only now he notices her? Her name is Kei Farade, and she's helping me in my investigation. Sorry I didn't get to introduce myself earlier, but better late than never. Yeah, it's okay. I'm Larry Butts. Yeah, whip him. Freaking dumbass. Silence in the peanut gallery. There's no time for such trivialities at a time like this. Mr. Prosecutor, this is the final battle. You got that? I know. This is the end. For that man there. Ha ha ha. Now that's the kind of thing I like to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth. I leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Have no fear, I will finish the job. This really is the end game. The time has come to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies. Okay, I gotta see what he's talking about. I watched from the last row, yada yada yada. Sorry was there. Because of proof. I do remember the contents of the show very well. If you remember the contents, tell me what happened in the show.
Hold it.
Well, I remember the contents of the show as well myself. That's nice. That's nice. Miles Edgeworth, don't allow yourself to be riled up by him at this important juncture. I wasn't planning to let him. Well, if you ask me, I think I'm the biggest Steel Samurai expert around here. And didn't you think the climatic scene in today's show was just totally awesome? Yes, I remember that well, and that spectacular special move. The way you delivered the final blow against the evil magistrate, early summer rain jab? Aw, he fucked up. Cause I thought Larry couldn't do his finishing move because he bent his thing. Yeah, you played yourself. This guy's a liar. Oh, that scene will live on in my heart forever. Shut the fuck up. Is that how it went? I totally forgot about that. How could you forget your own special moves? That's the special attack that the Steel Samurai uses when using the Samurai Spear. Yes, and today was the first time they showed it off, was it not? If I hadn't watched the show, then how could I answer you with the name of the move? I suppose you are correct, but if you could please elaborate on this point for me. Yeah, you're done for. You're done. Shut up. Stop talking, you stupid idiot.
Objection!
Larry Gumshoe like Drake. It's over now for real. The special move today was the early summer rain jab. Is that your final answer?
Objection!
You little irritating gnat. Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same question over and over? That was not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient. However, I believe it'd be wise for you to take a look at this. The Samurai Spear, what about it? This spear actually never made it on stage today. Excuse me? Unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai happened to be a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness. Having said that, said useless man bent the spear during his rehearsal this evening. Hey, do you remember what the Steel Samurai special move was tonight? It was the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash. Correct. Because he could have used the spear, a last-minute change was made. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known that that was the move that was used. Quercus Alba. You didn't watch even a single minute of the Steel Samurai stage show tonight, did you? Aha! So if he wasn't watching the show tonight, then it opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Kochin instead. So where were you during the show? I demand an answer now. Huh. Just what is so funny? You're so sloppy. And so are your conclusions. I still insist that I watch the show, or most of it in any case. What do you mean by most of it? You see, during the show, I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom. I assumed that was when the dramatic scene was played out on stage. That's the lousiest, lamest excuse I ever heard in my life, pal. Just because he got the name of the move wrong, we can't really use that as proof that he didn't watch the show at all. Ugh. As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I'd wanted to watch the entire show honest.
Objection!
As a Steel Samurai fan, for someone who wasn't even in his seat for the climax of the show, you have no right to call yourself a Steel Samurai fan, ever. Hold it. Who was that just now? It would be I, young lady. Larry, what are you doing interrupting me like that? Edgy, please hold on for a second, I beg. You may never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan, but I totally think he's a what? A Steel Samaniac. What exactly is a Steel Samaniac, pal? I believe he meant to say Steel Samurai Maniac. I gotta go back to work. Alright, see you, Safari. Stay safe, man. Yeah, and trust me, I know a real fan when I see one, because I'm the Steel Samurai.
Objection!
I will never acknowledge you as a true Steel Samurai. What are you getting so worked up over, Mr. Edgeworth? It appears that the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan. As well he should, for I am a fan. It's not as though I missed the entire show. It was the most amazing show, filled with the spirit of the young and the young at heart. The sarcasm dripping from his long wooden nose couldn't run any thicker. Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive. Something that links Mr. Alba directly to the murder of Mr. Kochin. You know what, Gramps? You really are something else. I'm honored to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai, but what is it for? Well, I was just wondering how you found out about the early summer rain jab. That move is a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff know about. Wait, it was a secret? Larry, what did you just say? Huh? Did I say something stupid again? Did you say that the early summer rain jab was actually a secret? Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret. It's more like we only decided on the name of the move right before the start of the show. Right before? Yeah, the stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on the dressing room's whiteboard. Early summer rain jab, that's kind of how we decided the name of the move. But by that time, I had already bent the spear, so I guess the whole thing was kind of pointless. All of you Steel Samurai actors are the same. The director has my complete sympathy. Long story short, because we changed the move to the Sushi Slash, we kind of pretended the early summer rain jab didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if someone found out we changed the move, so we made it a secret. So basically a gag order was issued for the publicity's sake. It almost makes the early summer rain jab sound like a lost art. Yeah, which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the move. Hold those lips if you're still. What the heck, old man? I've done nothing but listen, and from what I can tell, it's all very unrelated to the case. No, it's not! You're about to get exposed! It's also very tedious and a pointless exercise in wasting time, much like a kid's show. Mr. Alba, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you. How dare you? I suspect that you already noticed exactly what the very severe implications are in this man's testimony. Ha! So now you're trying to bully me, huh? There are no implications to be read into a behind-the-scenes story of a kid's show.
Not so fast!
Don't even think about trying to slither your way out of this, Quercus Alba. Yeah, cause my thing is, oh, I just clocked it. I have the pieces of the puzzle connected in my mind. How did he know the name of the move that was kept a secret that they swapped out right before the show? Larry said they wrote it on the whiteboard, right? That means he saw the whiteboard. How did he see the whiteboard? It was when he was wheeling away the wheelbarrow, because when they showed that little shot of the whiteboard, the wheelbarrow was in front of it. So while he went into the dressing room to get the wheelbarrow with the baby on top, he saw the move and he put it into his memory. And he tried to use it here, but it fucked him over. You were the one who said it yourself. The name of the move was Early Summer Rain Jab, but the name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start. So, just what are you driving at? That the name of the move you told us was never used in the show or said aloud. Now then, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move? Because I can only think of one way you could have known. Quercus Alba, this is the only way you could have known the name. You saw it. You saw it in the dressing room. You knew the name because you saw it. You saw it on the dressing room's whiteboard. The staff members who knew were keeping it a secret, so you couldn't have simply gone up to a staff member and asked, which means that the only other option is that you saw it on the whiteboard. So that means that Mr. Alba was in there at some point. But what's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means. There's another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with that dressing room. So we can't afford to let this slide. This is related to both the dressing room and Mr. Coach's murder. It's the freaking the cart with the baby in it. Yeah.
Take that!
The push cart that was used to move the body was right there in the dressing room. Yeah, literally. Damn. During the show, the push cart awaited its turn to be pushed on stage in the dressing room. And it was finally pushed there along with the Iron Infant in the last scene of the show. And then right after the show ended, it went to Alabasta along with the Steel Samurai. Which means that the only time the killer could have placed the body inside the push cart was when the push cart was in the dressing room backstage. So basically, the killer has to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show. Precisely. Yeah! Oh, but wait, what if, and this is just a what if, what if the murder took place right in the dressing room? What do you mean, Kay? I have to admit, she brings up a valid possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be devoid of people. Slipping undetected into a private dressing room then would be as simple as pie. The killer must have come up with the idea to move the body with the pushcart then too. Correct. Thus making the theater's dressing room the ideal location of the murder of Manny Kochin. Quercus Alba, during the show you went down to the dressing room, and I want to know why. Yes. Yes, I was there. I went into the dressing room. I knew it. I'm placing you under arrest right now, pal. You got that arrest. Not so fast. What is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to explain myself? Explain? What is there to explain? I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, I got lost when I did. I wanted to ask for directions, but when I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. And that's when I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard. Man, fuck this guy, bruh. You punk. Still trying to get out of this. Do you really think you can get away at this point? Mr. Edwards, isn't there anything you can do to stop him? I don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything. I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. But if that's what I need, then perhaps... Agent Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room in question is in order. It's possible that we may find new evidence there. Yeah, if Mr. Edwards pokes around in there, I'm sure he'll find some new facts, pal. Oh, and if we use Little Thief, we may even learn something from a recreation. We don't need to do any of that. What? Wolfie, how could you? I'm not saying this to be mean, it's just that we've already searched there. My men really are something else. And they found nothing? There's only one thing I can say to you, sis. It's that they found nothing, that's it. I guess you're right. If they found something, they would have reported to us by now. They couldn't find anything because there was nothing there to find. And if there's no info to feed into Little Thief, then I can't do much help either. Is this the end? The murder took place in this theater, which is not protected under extraterritorial rights. And the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder, if I can't prove both statements to be true, Mr. Alba walks away a free man. The case is fired, but holy shit, they're dragging it. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this game has been great, but I feel like this could have ended like 2 parts ago, 3 parts ago, honestly. Is there no other course of action left to us? It would appear that your hand of cards has turned out to be a bust. Now, if you will excuse me. Because of you people, I missed my flight. Now I must make haste to arrange for a new one. Gotta make sure the loose ends are resolved. True. Who said hold it now? Who is it this time? Hold it right there, you whippersnappers. What does she have to say? What can she... Oh, hold on. I guess that is information we haven't figured out about yet. We've basically covered everything except for the freaking samurai dogs and how the dog wrapped up in her shirt got into the... No, but we knew about the revolving door on the fireplace. So what is she gonna tell us? Hold it right there, you whippersnappers. Ah! First Larry and now you! What is with that scary mobster-like scowl on your face, Edgy Poo? Don't treat me like I'm some sort of nuisance. I've been meaning to say this, but all of you keep talking about things I don't get at all. You're all leaving this lady in this sad, depressing, lonely dust that I'm about to cry in. Why did you have to speak up right at this instant? But you know what, Edgy Poo? Cheer up. Because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing. The most wonderful thing? From you? It's so super special that I couldn't give it away to just anyone, you know? My special present of love to my sweet Edgy Poo. Are you ready? Is this... It's... It's... a box of those samurai dogs, right? Yes. Oh, Edgy Poo, here, go on and eat one and you'll feel right as rain. She interrupted us for some freaking glizzies? Even Are we through here? She raising you up, no show? No, she's raising up Ezra, not me. Why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? Edgy Poo! She knows you love glizzies? Whoa. That's not even me, bro. Like, I enjoy a good glizzy now and then, but I'm not like a glizzy freak. Tell me you understand the depths of this lady's love for you. I'm not one to hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know. No, sir. The thought occurred to me that maybe it would be good if I fed you. You were nice and full one day. It was in my dream to serve you food. I mean, isn't it the desire of every woman to make sure that their beloved gets fed? And that's what I want to experience and tell you. They used to say that I can make it the most delicious. They were in front of me and... Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything about her? There's no power on earth that can force that woman into silence. Hey, calm down. But I'm sick and tired of it all. All you people do is look down on me. Even this box of samurai dogs played me for a fool. It had a special design on its fan, like the Japanese flag, so I thought it was special. But when I ate one, it tasted just like the rest. Oh, it made me so mad. Wait, what do you mean it had a special? Hold on. Oh, how come this one doesn't have it? What does that mean? Wait, a special box with a Hinamaru-like fan on it. I've never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before. Is that blood then? However, there it is. The red sun on this fan is filled in. It's possible. Could it be? After the show, the samurai dogs were piled up in the dressing room floor. However, there is no such thing as a Hinamaru dog. There's contradiction of facts between something that should not exist and yet does. The rays from this red sun may be just what we needed to point us in the right direction. A present? The studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them hi. I had to pile them all into the pushcart to move them. Oh, so it has to be blood because the dogs were in the same cart as the body. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You kill Mr. Kochin at this theater and then place his body inside the push cart. And then you force the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. It's time for the final, oh my god, it's time to piece the final pieces of this logic puzzle together. No matter how fragile or small the connections may be, once we've found them all, the way to the truth will be revealed. Okay. Okay, so we know this, and these were together for sure, because the dogs and the body were in the cart together. Okay. The killer used the pushcart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first. Therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled up on the dressing room floor were most likely taken out of the pushcart by the killer. Okay. And these are the only two we have left, so we gotta connect them. That which should not exist, this box of samurai dogs with the Hinamaru on it. If this red sun was filled in when the killer was busy removing samurai dogs from the pushcart, then it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room. As long as this red substance turns out to be what I believe it to be. It has to be blood, right? Wendy Oldbag. I thank you. What you have given to me is truly something very special. Edgy poo. Mr. Edgeworth, are you sure you're feeling okay, sir? Mr. Alba, as I suspected, you killed Mr. Kochin in the dressing room. How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself? Haven't you figured it out yet? Your words are meaningless, worthless, powerless. You should kill yourself now. I'm just feeling like no show right now. Hold on. No, sir. The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definitive evidence. That arrogance, that self-confidence. You believe that you've erased every piece of evidence that could incriminate you? However, there remains one piece. The one piece! Here. And it is what will put you away for good. Ha! You're bluffing. Oh. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the fangs we need to go after this guy's jugular. So tell us, what about that box of samurai dogs is going to put that old man away? The trace evidence that will bring him down? Why, it's here, of course. I mean, it's gotta be the red spot. Bro, moving this stuff around is always so annoying, but freaking click it right there. Thank you. This box of samurai dogs with a Hinamaru fan on it, that should never have existed. Oh, this should never have existed. So I want you all to take a good look at this red spot. It's a single drop of blood. Huh? What? Blood, you say? Agent Lang, I'd like this blood to be analyzed post-haste. I've got to admit, I'm a bit surprised. I can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Hey, you! Get this down to the lab, pronto. But why was there blood in that box to begin with? If we think about the flow of the crime, I think the reason will become obvious. Larry, you said that you transported the samurai dogs with the pushcart, correct? Yeah, you have a great memory, Edgy. Edgy Lang got swag, he definitely does. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son, you know what I mean? So to make sure everyone could see him, I had to pile some stuff in. I figured the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the cart. If what Larry says is true, then what were the boxes doing on the floor? Ah, I see. The killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart. Exactly. And that is when I believe the victim's blood found its way onto the box. But when my men investigated the room, not a single box of samurai dogs was in there, because embassy staff members had already confiscated them. Yes, no doubt to hide the evidence of the murder. It's a good thing Miss Oldbag managed to steal that one box before they got them, huh? Looks like Miss Oldbag also managed to put this great thief to shame. What a scandalous way of putting that. I didn't steal. I received it for myself. Quercus Alba. I'd say this was one very fatal oversight on your part.
Objection!
Sorry to rain on your little love fest, however, how can he be so confident in a no-win situation for him like this? Even if that blood turns out to belong to Mr. Cochin, then what? Heh. So, Mr. Edgeworth, it sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh? The sole piece of evidence that was left at the scene of the crime, that alone has shed light on a new fact. At the very least, we now prove that the murder occurred in the dressing room. And? You say that like it means something. Huh? Excuse me, sirs. Report. What were the results of the analysis? Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood. I knew it. With this Quercus alba... Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might humor my question. Your question? The one from before, or have you forgotten? Even if that is Mr. Cochin's blood, what difference would it make?
Not so fast!
Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene... Yeah, but it proves it happened in the dressing room. It doesn't prove that he did it.
Objection!
But it doesn't prove that I'm your killer, does it? That's... He has a very good point. The blood on that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer. Then... this evidence... it's meaningless. That can't be. We were so close, sir. I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's got to be something we can do. We finally found a solid piece of evidence. There must be something I can expose with it. Are we just cooked? Come on, bruh. No way. I tell you what, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna the king of the hill. I might have to tap in and start watching. I've seen like a few episodes here and there, but I've never committed to watching this show. Especially now that the reboot is out, maybe it's a good time to get into it. Gosh darn it, Bobby. Bobby. Ah. I can't think of a single thing. Yeah, there's a reboot where Bobby is an adult and everybody's older and everything. The new season's really good. Dang. Who was that? It's too late. I won't allow anyone to stop me now. It wasn't me, pal. And it wasn't me this time either. It wasn't me either. It was me. Oh, the freaking officer? Why did you... Because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir. There's more? What? Hurry up and spit it out. Yes, sir. That blood I mentioned, it's not of the same blood type as the victims. What? No. Wait, why is he sweating? Well, what? What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it isn't his, then who the hell is it? I don't know, sir. All I know is it's not the same blood type as the victim, sir. What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore. Neither do I. Hehehe. My, what an amusing turn of events. That blood drop proves something to be true, all right. Namely, my words. And which one of your words would that be? The ones where I said that your words are meaningless, worthless, powerless. You should kill yourself now. The blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. No, nah, whose blood is it, bro? What the hell? We gotta find out whose blood it is. Need I remind you that that the blood got onto that box long before it entered my embassy? What sort of nonsense? Yeah, it's blood, pal. There's no way it's not related to the murder. Heh. So you would like to believe, but what if someone preparing the samurai dogs had a small nosebleed? What then? I guess that's possible. Damn it, have we been wasting our time on a red herring? It's old man's. Oh yeah, it's over. The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough. But what do you mean it's the old man's? Oh! Wasn't he injured? Hold on! Hold on! He was! No way it's his blood. Nah, he fucked up. If we find out it's his blood, it's over. That should be clue enough. Quercus Alba, you bastard. Silence. Don't you ever address me with such a filthy word again. I've wasted enough time here with you, and you have your answers. Now let me through.
Not so fast.
Alba, it doesn't matter where you run off to, you'll never escape me. Someday I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you, you'll see. And all the Interpol will be behind me, working to see to it that the day comes. Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser of a mutt. Is this really the extent of all that we can do? Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim? Just when I thought I had him backed into a corner, it is I who's been backed into one. In a situation like this, what would that man do? Is he thinking of Phoenix Wright? What would he, who can turn any desperate situation around, do? Turn it around. That's it! I must turn my way of thinking around. It's not whose blood is this. It's whose blood can get onto the box like this. And if I think about it that way, if the blood got into the box when the body was being placed into the push cart, then the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at the time. And there's only one person that could be. Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's because of you kids that I was removed from center stage, and will be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. But it's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me more freedom than you'll ever know. Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. You can't lay a finger on me, not now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me.
Objection!
Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. What do you mean? Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful. Pitiful? How so? Quercus Alba, your wings were clipped long ago. And for someone who was trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is the perfect word to describe you. Ha! Mere words. What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Mr. Edgeworth? Just what you think it means, Kay. We had already caught him in our trap a while back, with an incredibly powerful definitive piece of evidence. Hey, Earthman Mr. Prosecutor, care to speak in English? What are you talking about? What piece of evidence? The piece I speak of, oh my god, the piece I speak of is, of course, this drop of blood. But we know that it's not from the victim. I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all. Miss Von Karma, I believe that is exactly why it's very important to the case. And that the part that is the most important is the fact that it's not the victim's blood. You're looking a little pale. Good. Then I believe you're already aware of what I mean. That you know who the blood belongs to. Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. The blood that soiled this box of samurai dog belongs to this person. It's this stupid guy over here. The blood of the red sun on this box belongs to you, Quercus Alba. Grr. What? What is his blood on the? Why is his blood on the box of the samurai dogs? He's not even a victim. The blood fell onto the box when Mr. Kochin's body was being loaded into the push cart. At that time, the only two people in this dressing room were the victim and his killer. So that's what you mean. If the blood doesn't belong to the victim, then there's only one other person it can belong to. Yes, and that person is the murderer himself. That's the only logical conclusion. But Mr. Kochin was the one who was stabbed, sir. Why would Mr. Alba have been the one who was bleeding? What if during the murder, Mr. Kochin had fought back? You mean, if before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Kochin managed to wound Mr. Alba? Yes, and I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then. It's his wound or whatever, right? Yeah.
Take that!
Mr. Alba, you bear on your body a great wound. That was from when Damask II attacked me with a pair of scissors. Yeah, that happened way after he was in the dressing room. But is that what really happened? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it, so I can't just accept that as a fact. Shall we try a test, Mr. Alba, and see if the shape of your wound matches the scissors? You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip by you, no matter how insignificant the possibility. You're one to talk, Mr. Alba. You've managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as the smuggling ring's leader. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are a one-of-a-kind criminal. Ha ha ha! I am the master of my fear. However, to think that a person such as you could miss such a large thing. You believe I overlooked something? You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Kochin, and that it was caused here in front of the theater's dressing rooms, right? Yes, that is correct. Oh shit, the freaking ads. I'm sorry about the ads, everybody. I'm sorry. I guess I should wait a little bit, huh? Because if there are people watching that aren't subbed up and they want to see the way this plays out. So what do I do for 3 minutes? That's the real question. I'm not gonna lie. You got hit with the ad, I'm sorry. It was getting good. No, Phoenix, come back, Phoenix. Damn. I wonder what he's gonna say, because the thing is, he says blah 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 blah. Edgeworth said let's compare the wound with the scissors, and they definitely won't match. But the thing is, if it wasn't the scissors, what did he get stabbed with, right? I don't know if there's, because it's probably not one of the ceremonial knives, right? Oh, what if it was the key? Because wasn't the key in his pocket? But I don't know if there was blood on the key, that's the thing. Unless he wiped it off and threw it on him after, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he stabbed him back when he got attacked with this. But then whenever they packed up his body, they placed it back on him. Because aside from that, there's nothing else we really have that could be used as something to fight back with, huh? It's a lot to think about. It's a lot to take in. Dun, 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 dun. It's gotta be, right? Surely it's the knife. And now we gotta wait for that people with ads to come back, and then we can finally finish this case. We can wrap it up once and for all. Alright, everybody's back from the ads. What I was saying, Phoenix, is that Ezra said that we can compare the knife wound or his wound to the scissors to see if it matches up. But I was thinking that it's definitely not the scissors, so what else could it be? The only thing it could have been is the Yatagarasu's key, which is also a knife. But I was saying how I don't think they found any blood. They found any blood on the knife when it was in this guy's pocket. So my guess is that when Alba tried to kill Manny Kochin fought back with the knife, but Alba still managed to kill him. And then they wiped off the knife and threw it back in his pocket, is my guess. Yes, that is correct. I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and only one that could only come from a blade. I wonder where you will propose such a weapon came from. Ah, this theater was packed with security guards. It would have been impossible for anyone to come into this area with a weapon of any sort. Just as Mr. Alba was able to bring in the Albastian knife in a bouquet, there must have been some other way to sneak in a weapon of some sort. Yes, it's gotta be the knife. But as long as you can't prove what that other way is, all your talk about Mr. Kochin stabbing me is pure nonsense. So if that other way does exist, you better hurry and tell me now. With pleasure. Wait, what? This piece of evidence shows us how Mr. Kochin brought a weapon into this theater. It's gotta be this.
Take that!
Yeah. Among law enforcement, this piece is known as the Yatagarasu's key. That key. That's the key that my father stole from here 7 years ago. And it is very unique in that it is both a key and a knife. Meaning that under the guise of a key, it could have been easily brought into the theater. No! You couldn't dispose of a knife that stabbed you. Therefore, you wiped off the blood and placed it back into Mr. Kochin's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside that safe, there was a document about Kodopian paper signed by Mr. Kochin. In order to make it look like Mr. Kochin died as the leader of the smuggling ring, you had to make it so that the police were the ones who opened that office safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this knife's blade with your wound, Mr. Quercus Alba? It's over. It has to be over now. And that is what some may call the coup de grace. Impossible. You can't take me down. Swine, all of you, especially Manny Kochin. This is all because of that man's betrayal. He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador, which is why he deserved to die while bearing the guilt for all of my crimes for me. That's why I sent out the Yatagarasu's card, and how this incident was born. Manny was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader who was killed by the Yatagarasu, but I had yet another reason. Yet another story that was supposed to play out. Manny's death was supposed to bring everything to a close, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling prosecutors. Come on. Don't hit me with the Scooby-Doo. Mr. Alba, I'm afraid there's one more question I forgot to ask. This country's, or Albast, which country's court would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over for you. Edgeworth! Ah! What the heck? He turned into a hollow puppet. Dang. March 17th, District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Woo! This is the big day. It's Mr. Alba's trial today. And next week, he's scheduled to stand trial in his own country of Albast. Francisca's heading that one. I suspect she'll be serving a full course of whiplashes at him. Having to face Miss Von Karma in court right after facing you, sir? Shudder. I don't even want to think of what that would be like. I caught a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted into the courthouse. And boy, he looked about as glum as I do the day before I get my monthly paycheck. You know, I've been thinking. That flight attendant and even Mr. Portsman were all Mr. Alba's secret agents. Correct. The smuggling ring was the common thread between all of the incidents. Camille was to provide support during smuggling ops using her job as an attendant. And Mr. Portsman was to manipulate trials related to the ring to end in their favor. Ugh, go you airlines and even the prosecutor's office. No one was safe from the smuggling ring, huh, sir? I suspect there are even more members of this ring spread throughout the world. Yeah, it sounds like such a big op that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. No matter what, everything is connected, not for real. Because the fact that this whole game ties back to his first case that he mentioned in the original trilogy, because in the original trilogy, he did say my first prosecutor trial went crazy because somebody died. But the fact that it wasn't just somebody, it was two people, and all this was involved is actually nuts, bro. What is it, detective? Nothing, it's just... Well, come to think of it, Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir. I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano has been working with the smuggling ring now for over 10 years. He used the Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. But all of that has come to an end as his conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society. Well, with the arrest of both Mr. Alba and Mr. Amano, I guess that about wraps up the KGA incident as well, huh? I suppose so. The real killer in the KGA incident 10 years ago was Manny Cochin. And 7 years ago, the killer in the second KGA incident was Mackerel. Those two facts are the unshakable truth. However, it seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding these and other truths from us. And I will expose it all at the trials today. You're solving cases left and right today, aren't you, sir? CCU and Deadman. Perhaps now these two brave souls who try to make the truth known can rest in peace. By the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Polino. Shrimp, crab, beef? I don't need any of these, so I'm giving them to you. What? Seriously, sir? Well, wait, actually, I don't think I want them anymore. The way you're holding them, don't tell me they're just coupons, sir. Detective Gumshoe, have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the two countries became Codopia again, its economy has changed. Really? And it seems that Ambassador Polino has reaped a few benefits of his own from it. He has been announced as the official ambassador of the newly unified Codopia. Ah, but what a pity. Even though every item he sent is a treasure, you don't seem all that interested. Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant Kay. Wait, that's not what I said, so Mr. Edwards, please let me have them, sir. Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's still not here, but she's right there? Hey, you gotta be more alert than that. Eek! I can't believe you didn't notice. I was even mimicking Mr. Edwards' voice for a bit. I totally didn't notice you or realize that voice was you. Lang Z says, ferocious love blooms with each new spring. Agent Lang, a pleasant surprise to see you here. It's been a long time since I set foot in the courthouse, but I wasn't going to miss watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him. Well, that is something else. I want to see you in action in court. Is that so, Agent Lang? We flushed out all of the counterfeit bills, so Zangfa is finally at peace again. And it's all thanks to you. So I just want to say, thanks. Wow, I never thought I'd see the day old Wolfie says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth. I should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's I fuck up saying that word every time. Extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial. I believe the victory belongs to the both of us in this case. A shared victory, huh? Look, don't get me wrong. I'll still never forgive you prosecutors. And I have zero interest in that truth thing you talk about in court. I've always done things my own way. And that's not about to change. You got that? I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job. Yeah. And if there's ever someone your precious truth can't catch, feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want. But as for me, I'm gonna get that person no matter what. Heh, alright. It's about time for the trial to start. I'll see you later. I'll be watching your performance from the gallery. I'm looking forward to this. It's okay, no, sure, English isn't my first language either. But it is mine! I mean, kinda. Because I was raised speaking a different language at home, but when I went to school, I went speaking English, so. English do be hard, though. I prepared a whole ton of ticker tape for today's victory, sir. I'll help throw some around when Mr. Edgeworth wins. Ahaha! Hope you got enough, because I'm going to go call my men up as well. A modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way. I'm guessing ticker tape was like confetti? The scene shifts to the courtroom and the final act. I didn't even get to read that. The Legend of the Great Thief Yatagarasu. It's the story of those who chose to dedicate their lives to the pursuit of the truth. Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict for the defendants they meet, and to that end you have no choice but to win by any means necessary. That creed was forced on me since I was very young, however I no longer think that is all we prosecutors are, and that is because... Even though I've only been away from the courtroom for a short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I've set foot in one. And today, more than any other, I feel the fight within me rising. Damn. Okay. It dragged out at the end, but still it was a W game. Damn. You know, for a second, when he said... when the objection happened, I thought Phoenix Wright was gonna pull up. Thanks, then, I'm still free to serve in the friendly blue skies. Oh, so about my suitcases. Ain't nobody want those ugly-ass suitcases. My bad! Apparently people on the internet like them. Thanks to the praise the art world has lavished on my work as truly being postmodern, the airline has chosen me to design their new line of Go-You jumbo jets. Just think, someday you will be able to take a ride in my pink-walled, yellow-seated jet. Damn. My bad, girl. My bad. You got it like that, bro. Let me shut up, bro. I'm stupid as hell. I ain't got it like that. You don't know about the TikTok shop? We don't have the TikTok shop in Canada. It's not my fault. Edgeworth. Ah, the rudeness of a rude man. Because of him, my time and my money is wasted. But more importantly, I received the most fantastic treasure recently. The Primary statue of the Principality of Canopia. It weighs a bit light. He got the fake one. This guy's so stupid. But the Ambassador Polino was most generous. What an idiot. I thought he would too, yeah. Look at this guy from the other game, bro. We finally caught Agent Hicks' killer, and I was able to witness Mr. Alba's teary eyes. It feels good to finally bring everything to a close. I received another offer from Interpol to work another case in cooperation with them. However, the Canopian court awaits. Canopia's air is supposed to be very fresh, so my whip should find new vigor there. Good lord. This little patrolman has been fired at as of today, sir. I thought I was safe since we found the gun I had dropped. But I hadn't noticed that I had dropped my police badge too. I guess what really broke the camel's back was that I couldn't find my badge. My little life has suddenly tripped into a dark black hole, sir. I think I'll go to the courthouse to file a complaint with Ruffles' man. Damn, bro lost his job. Honestly, he should have lost his job ages ago. Oh, the scientist girl, the forensics girl. I forgot she was in this game. I wish she had more parts in this game. I was actually hoping to talk to Mr. Edgeworth a bit more, but I've got to get going and return to Europe. I've still got a long way to go and a lot of stuff to study there. Next time I help Mr. Edgeworth on a case, I'm going to do it as a real forensic scientist. I'm sure he's going to need all the help I can give him, scientifically. Yeah, they go for real. Man, I hope she got a good ending at least. Because the kidnapping was staged, I was let off easy. But I won't be going outside much anytime soon, but that's really okay. The only prison I'm forever trapped in is a cage of love. The guard down at the detention center, well, when he's on guard duty, he has such a cold look in his eyes, just like that prosecutor. But stop it, Lauren. When will you ever learn to stop being a prisoner of love? Are you not gonna mourn over your dad's death? Why do we care about this bonehead? It appears there are all sorts of drama that take place outside of the courtroom. Since we judges are here day in and day out, I've only heard a few rumors, but apparently Mr. Edgeworth teamed up with a thief and became a detective. Maybe I should team up with a bailiff and try to become a lawyer or something. Please don't. Oh, Maggie Bird. You saluted like 4 times. Woo, I barely escaped death yet again. Yeah, but boy, were we lucky to have Mr. Edgeworth help us out, huh? Yeah, but because I lost the key, I got fired from my security guard job. Don't let it get you down, Maggie. You still got me. What the heck? You're right, sir. I won't be sad. I'm going to pick myself up and get through this. I wonder what next job should be. What my next job should be. Oh, this is actually kind of fun. Why not come to Canopia for your summer vacation? We have coupons aplenty. Right now, our embassy is proud to present our Let's Investigate a Murder show. Although recreating that particular case has created a few small fires of its own, then we had a few problems with the fire marshals, but the next event will be great. It will be an attraction entitled Capture the Yatagarasu. Of course, I hope to enlist Kate's help in creating our latest attraction. Janet Sue might go? Yo, yeah. I can't believe that Mindy ditched me and went to Japan. But it's okay, because that's how I met Miharu. We're planning to go to Paris soon and start a business. We're going to sell Blue Ocean dogs. They'll sell like hotcakes. Hot dogs for sure. A blue hot dog and a blue bun. I guarantee it'll turn your tongue and your face blue. I know I'm not really the type to work a lot, or at all really, but... Oh, so I noticed that I really haven't seen the guy in the blue suit at all recently. I wonder what's up. Well, the next time we meet, I'm gonna make him eat one of my dogs. Hey, yo. I gave testimony in court today. As a member of the Yatagarasu. Yo, Mr. Bad, you look well, all things considered. By the way, have you noticed the elements within the ring have begun moving? They're probably fighting over who should succeed. Over who should be the next boss. Although, to be honest, I wish I could forget I'd ever heard of that smuggling ring. Langzi says, thoroughly bite the poisonous snake from head to tail. No one runs afoul of the law and escapes this wolf's fangs. I'll get you all yet. Ah, youth. When did I become so old? I wonder. I've begun noticing the gray hairs in my beard more. I'm thinking of retiring my mirror. Don't tell me freaking she's gonna talk too. I was the Pink Princess and the Pink Badger, all in the span of 2 days. Talk about busy. But it's alright because I got a letter from my beloved Edgy Poo. Please take care of your hip, and when you wish to speak, first take off your headpiece. What does he mean by that last statement? It's not like I enjoy being under a headpiece every time I see him. And then she's gonna yap. Alright, you got it. Oh, I got a W now. She actually did. She was actually vital to the case. Whoa, I feel so much better now that the trial's over. And as always, your legal prowess was top-notch, sir. Yeah, nothing beat the look on Mr. Alba's face when he revealed the ring's secrets. I was amazed. You're like a totally different person when you step into a courtroom. Mr. Edgeworth is always 10 times fiercer in court. Based on the information Mr. Alba offered up, they've begun large-scale operations to clean up the rest of the ring, which I'm happy to leave to Francisca and Agent Lang. So what are your plans now, Kay? Oh, well, we've taken care of the creep who killed my father, so I'm not sure. Hey, I know. Maybe I'll just keep on being Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Are you trying to steal my job, pal? Just kidding, just kidding. I can't steal something so important to you, Gummy. Phew, what a relief. Okay. Yes? Even after all that happened, are you still planning to become a great thief? Of course! But I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble Yatagarasu. So I'm going to hold off on doing anything until I make a tight 3-person team of my own. A 3-person team? I mean, technically, you have a team right here. You know, you're the thief. He's the prosecutor. We got Detective Gumshoe. A 3-person team of young beauties the same age as me if possible. Never mind. Gumshoe and Edgeworth are definitely not some young beauties. With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find the 2 other people you need. My father chose to fight for the truth. I think that's what was so noble about him. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, the only things I will ever steal are the truth that I've been hidden away. The young beauty. I'm gonna work extra hard to make a world where the Yatagarasu isn't needed. Let's both strive for such a future. Well, I guess it's time for me to get going. I see. Kay, keep your chin up and stay strong, okay? And don't be a stranger. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be sure to break the lock on the window and sneak in. If you could, I appreciate it if you came in through the building's front door. It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. The lock on my window at home has been broken forever. Oh, one last thing before I go. Let's take a group picture, just the 3 of us. Yeah, commemorative photo. Every big case has to end with one. No. Hey, why not? Don't tell me you're camera shy, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course not, Detective. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm taking the picture now. Hey, come back here. Mr. Edgeworth, you can't run away from this, sir. Ah, hey, Detective Gumshoe. Stop that. I can't be seen doing that. Okay, I'm totally taking it now. Say cheese. And thus... Wait, they're not gonna show me the picture? The long tale of the KGA incident came to an end. I saw the demise of a smuggling ring and the birth of a little great thief. But there is a little time to rest and relax. For I am eager to tackle the investigation into a new case. The reason for my eagerness is my want to pursue the truth and my want to believe in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. As someone who has chosen to live my life as a prosecutor, that is my new creed. You know what? I'm glad Edgeworth was able to bounce back after learning about the death of his father and how his mentor was evil and killed his dad, and how he doesn't have to focus on victory and just has to focus on finding the truth and being a good person that upholds the law. New items locked in the gallery? We did it! Yay! No. Dang. So I guess next time we play, we're playing Investigations 2. Prosecutor's Gambit. Wait, what was the first one called? Oh, it was just straight up Investigations. Prosecutor Gambit. Woody Kingdom Hearts 3? Hell no. I'm ending the stream here, bro. We're out of here. W stream. WWA to end the first Investigations game. We'll play Kingdom Hearts on Friday. Oh wait, you're not here on Friday. Who's live? Is there anybody else live that I can rate? Who's live? If not, then we'll just wrap it up here. Beano Sage is live. Hold on. A rare Beano Sage. Bro, he's been live for like 2 hours. And he's using his face. He's not using his VTuber model. Yeah, we got to raid Bean. We'll raid Bean and then we'll get out of here. The raid message is this isn't my VTuber. Oh, where is Bean? That's the raid message. If you got emotes, be sure to use emotes. We got hella cool emotes made by the lovely and talented Miss Tally Laguna. Shout out to everybody that came to the stream today. I very much appreciate it. If you're new here, you're not subbed to the YouTube, go sub to the YouTube. I very much appreciate it. I drop videos every Sunday, shorts every couple days. And if you're wondering about the 100 Girlfriends in my title, that is the streamer group I'm a part of. If you want to know more about us, you can find out there. I will catch you all this Friday where we will wrap up Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. And then next Monday, we'll start the next Kingdom Hearts game. And then next Wednesday, we'll start the next Ace Investigations game. So we're out of here. Like I said, we're rating the homie Bean. Most of y'all freaking know who Bean is. Literally, we're all friends, we're all acquainted. Like I said, this is the raid message. I'll see y'all on Friday. Wrap it up like Subway. He got bars. And we're playing Peak today too, right? Yeah, we're playing Peak. Subway have trains. That is true. Anyways, yeah, that's it. Go say what's up to Mr. Beano Sage. Trains are done with people. What is Matt on about? Anyways, goodbye. W stream. Thank you for popping in. Thank you. Thank you. Say hi to Beano Sage. This is the raid message.